Oh my god, a Trump supporter did what?
Welcome to the revolution. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. It means so much to me that you do. This is our podcast. We also do live shows on YouTube and Rumble. Be sure to subscribe to those shows because it's always a good time. This news came out today, which is just like the most insane story. It's crazy. And of course, due to the insanity of the story and who it happened to, immediately people jump to conclusions and immediately people assume everything under the sun, but particularly on the left. So the story is that Nancy Pelosi's husband was beaten in their San Francisco mansion at like 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning, beaten with a hammer. Paul Pelosi, the husband of Nancy Pelosi, was hospitalized Friday morning after an assailant broke into the San Francisco home and beat the 82-year-old businessman with a hammer. And apparently Nancy Pelosi wasn't there. And of course, the motivation of the assailant is completely under investigation. No talk of crime spikes in major cities, no talk of mental illness. Of course, the left immediately assume this is some kind of Trump supporter doing what they assume like conservatives or Republicans to be. They think the Republicans are the violent ones when it's not. No way. The left outweighs the right in violence 20-1. This is not a conversation I can have with serious people. We talk about the summer of love that we pretend like it never happened. CNN also reportedly said the assailant tied Paul Pelosi up and repeatedly asked, "Where is Nancy?" When the police arrived at the residence, the attacker said that he was waiting for Nancy as well. This sounds like an insane thing, but here's the deal. All right. It's very sad, unfortunate, and insane. But the response is also equally insane because you have people like this person. All right. And this is like, before you go, Derek, this is just some fringe person. Yes, I totally agree with you. This person is totally fringe and probably off their rocker as well. But I saw this all over the internet. And this is just one example. This person says, he's in emergency brain surgery due to an attack on a Trump supporter. You're joking about it. It's disgusting. And of course, Juicy Smollett 2.0 is trending right now. And I'm glad people are at least mocking this, automatically assuming it's a Trump supporter, of course. That's what the left does. But it's not just fringe Twitter comment threads. It's also MSNBC. And I know MSNBC, we like to watch MSNBC on my show, my live show, because it's so aggressively leftist and insane. It's hard not to watch because it's hysterical. But it also needs to be taken very seriously because it's a real quote unquote corporate media news site. And that people actually hold what they say with truth. Even if you and I both don't do it because we have a brain. Listen to this from MSNBC. Don't just take my word from it. So remember the quote from CNN is, "Where is Nancy?" And I just want you to think what they are going to compare this to, because we're just insane at this moment. Of course, if something fits your narrative, fits your bias, you're going to automatically link it to whatever you want it to be, whatever you want it to mean, especially if it means your team gets more power due to the circumstance. And even if this person turns out to be a Trump supporter, that doesn't mean that all Trump supporters are this way or Trump supporters support this. It means this person is insane, crazy, probably deranged, probably needs a lot of mental health help. But no one wants to have that conversation ever. It's always just, oh, this person represents the entire group in its entirety. We're going to take this one crazy fringe instance and create an entire narrative. The left does it. The right does it. It's just obnoxious to listen to. I wish we would just slow down a little bit, wait for the facts to come out. Also, and when I say facts, all the facts about this person and their history and the context and everything. I don't care if they get in the prison and immediately say, I did this for Trump. Like, that doesn't represent anything. But listen to MSNBC, because these people are part of the problem. They're the reason why your anxiety, your aggression towards the other side, your feelings toward the other side is such at a 10 all the time, because they are creating this insane narrative that runs in your head that the other side is evil. Now listen, now some of the people are evil, I will say that, but this idea that some fringe circumstances create an entire narrative is not always the case, and we need to step back from that. But listen to this very, very carefully.
The assailant who attacked Paul Pelosi was in search of the Speaker of the House, which puts it into a federal crime, against a relative of an officer, and now the second in line for the presidency. Before the assault occurred, according to this source, the intruder confronted Mr. Pelosi in their home, shouting, "Where is Nancy? Where is Nancy?" Debbie Dingle, that's what the intruders going through the hallways on January 6th were shouting, "Nancy, Nancy." This is part of the January 6th insurrection toxicity that has infected the brains of people around the country.
Like yourself.
In horrible ways, if this is accurate. The assailant who attacked Paul Pelosi.
The people that are immediately, these people talk about like podcasts like myself being the conspiracy theorists, why everyone is insane. And I would push back and say, no, it's them. Connecting these two together is the most insane thing you could possibly do. But I expect it. And you should begin to expect it too. This is why their ratings are continuing to crash, because they sell you fake outrage all the time. This isn't real outrage. She's not really thinking this. She made this conclusion in her head, and now, based on this feeling she has in this moment, she's creating an entire narrative to run her entire news segment about over just some random thought she has in her head. Why? Because she thinks about January 6th all day long, because people on MSNBC and Democrats and people on the left are so freaked out by the red wave, they will stop at nothing to pull on your emotional strings in order for you to stay afraid and you to look to them for answers rather than looking to yourself. Don't be like these corporate media presses that push these false agendas, these insane they are the conspiracy theorists, the ones that not like truth tellers or like they are actually getting down to secret information or whatever. These are the people that create conspiracy theories that make people crazy. All right. So always keep that in mind when you're reading an article, when you're watching a news segment. I don't care what news source it is. These people are paid big money for your clicks, for your eyes, for you to draw in and look to them for answers. I do this show not for money, just because I enjoy creating, and I can't help but when I see BS speak out. So this is what I'm doing. This is the entirety of my show. No one's telling me what to say, unlike these people. These people are being told what to say, how to frame things, what to push for the day. And this is what they're pushing right now. They're taking Paul Pelosi's horrible act, something that horribly happened to him, that he is recovering from. Hopefully he's in surgery and all this stuff. An insane event. They are taking his pain, Nancy Pelosi's pain, and creating a narrative off of it. These people, if they don't care if you were the worst thing in the world happened to you, they will use your story if it helps their team win. Keep that in mind. Always when you watch the news and also every election cycle. Have a great day. And as always, be sure to check out my live show. This is the Derek O'Shea Show. I freaking love every single one of you. If you don't mind sharing this with all your friends and family, the only way it grows through people like you, because the algorithms don't care anymore, even though Twitter is finally starting to blow up for me. It's actually a viable platform. Thank God for Elon Musk. And if you want to support my show, go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. I put a lot of work into this. And if you feel like it's worth investing in, do it. And I would greatly appreciate it. Love every single one of you guys. Have a great day. We live in a crazy world. Bye.